Hey everyone, this is Larry. Welcome back to Today I Feel Like. You know, I've been working a lot. I always seem to work a lot, which is okay. That's a great thing. But I feel like I just haven't gotten out of the house to do anything fun. I'm either working or thinking about working, or when I go out and about, I'm just always sort of have my mind occupied. So today I just kind of figured I'm going to go out and just sort of enjoy myself and just do a little sightseeing. So I'm going to drive into DC. So here we go. I'm going to DC. I'm going to do some sightseeing, and I'm going to take you along for the ride. So let's go check it out. Alright, so I made it into DC here, and so I'm just going to go and just walk around a little bit, see what there is to see, check out a few things, and yeah, so let's go check out a few things here. Alright, so one of the nice things about being in DC is that there's monuments. So there's the Washington Monument, the Jefferson, and if you get a nice viewing point over along the tidal basin, you can actually really appreciate them and enjoy looking at them. You know, even though I don't like what the men stood for, I do like their monuments. They are quite beautiful structures. And if you get over on one of the bridges, you can see them and enjoy them, and it's kind of peaceful, especially this time during the pandemic, because there's just not a lot of people around, so you can just take your time, see them, watch them, and you don't have to really worry about many people around you. Now, people often go to all of the big monuments and all the big memorials here in DC. They go to the Washington Monument, and the Lincoln, and MLK, and Jefferson, and the others. But what people often don't visit are some of the smaller monuments. And so we're going to check one of them out today for George Mason, who is one of the founding fathers of our nation. So let's go check him out, see what he's about. So during the Revolutionary era, George Mason was the author of Virginia's Declaration of Rights, which later served as the inspiration for the Declaration of Independence. So some people say that he is the author of our first Declaration of Independence. So yeah, anyways, that is sort of his contribution as a founding father to our nation. So, you know, we have a very troubled history in America with this, because we know that many of these men wrote these documents, and they believed in these lofty ideals of freedom and equality. However, they didn't practice that. And we know that at the time these documents were written, there were many people like me that were enslaved. There were lots of black people enslaved. Women didn't have the right to own property. They didn't have the right to vote. The Native Americans that were here were slaughtered and enslaved and set aside. So even though they had these great ideas that have not yet fully been realized, you know, the ideas were great, they just weren't put into practice properly. Well, it looks like I'm moving on from here quickly, because right over there, as you can see, is a whole family of people who are out here without a face mask. Not a single one of them has a face mask. We're in the middle of a pandemic. I know we're outside, but still, when you're around other people, it is proper pandemic etiquette to wear a face mask. If you're by yourself or with your family, that's on you. But if you're around other people and in places where you're likely to encounter other people, put on a face mask. So anyways, it looks like we are going to cut George Mason short, because I'm not trying to get sick and die. So we're going to move on and see what else we can see. Alright, well, I got ran out of the George Mason Memorial by some maskless idiots, so I'm going to go check out MLK. And then I think I'll walk over to the Lincoln there if I have time. So yeah, we'll see what's up. One of the things that's nice about those areas over there, they're a little bit bigger. So even though you know, even though there may be people over there without masks, and undoubtedly there will be, it's a larger area and easier to socially distance. So yeah, but I'm gonna stop over here at the MLK Memorial first, check that out, and see what you know, I mean, I know what it's like, but I haven't been there for a while, so I'm just gonna go revisit it. So yeah, let's go check that out now. So here I am over here at the MLK Memorial, and yeah, let's just go check it out for a minute and look around, and then we'll head over to the Lincoln and check out the Lincoln. But one thing that I really like about the MLK Memorial is that, well, right across is the tidal basin, and right over there you could actually see the Jefferson again. So it's another nice place that you can get a view of the tidal basin and some of the other memorials. And right now, again, during the pandemic, there's not many people around, so you can really come over here and enjoy it. This is one of the few times I've been here and had the entire place to myself. Now, if you live in DC or near DC, you can come out here at specific times, and you'll find certain times are better than others to actually be able to enjoy this place and have it pretty much entirely to yourself. And this is one of those times. It's sort of just like a, you know, an odd hour during a weekday, on a weekday, and people just aren't here, which is really nice. And right now, because of the pandemic, there's not much tourism happening either. So there's a lot of different quotes of his on the walls here, and I'm going to read a couple of them that I like the most. And one of them is here. This one I think really got him in trouble. And this one says, "It is not enough to say, quote, we must not wage war, unquote. It is necessary to love peace and sacrifice for it. We must concentrate not merely on the negative expulsion of war, but on the positive affirmation of peace." Now, a lot of people believe that the FBI knew that there were plots against MLK's life, including the one that took his life. And a lot of people believe that it wasn't until he started to take his stance against the Vietnam War and the war efforts that they allowed these plots to go on and succeed. So yeah, that's one of my favorites. I am someone who is very much against war. I know sometimes war is necessary, but I don't like it. And when he spoke about it, and I learned that he was speaking more about than just the civil rights movement, but also against the war, and had become an anti-war activist, I was very excited to learn more about Dr. King. But let's go take a look at a couple more of his quotes. Now, this is another one that I like here. It says, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy." Now, that quote I really like because I think it's very, very poignant, especially today. I think when you have all of these really just terrible things happening in the country with the pandemic, we have all the racial tension, we have economic crises that are happening. I think that it really speaks to people's character about how you act during these times of challenge versus when everything's good. When everybody thinks everything is wonderful and is harmonious, it's easy to be a good person. But can you still be that good person at times of challenge and times of turmoil? Now, this quote here is one of my favorites, and this is a pretty short one here, but as you can see how important it is, it says, "True peace is not merely the absence of tension, it's the presence of justice." Now, that's really important, especially during this time again, because there's so many people that are saying, can't we just go back to the way things were? Can't we make America great again? Can't we do all the things that we used to do? Well, in a lot of ways, the way things were before was just sort of people going along to get along. There was some tension, but maybe not a lot of tension. But it doesn't equate to justice. People were still being treated very poorly. It just wasn't as tense in the streets. Now things are very, very tense. People are angry, people are divided, people have picked sides, and they are really set on their side. They are hard and fast in their camp. Things are tense. And so we need more than just someone who can bring down the tension levels. We need someone that can really deliver some unification to this country, someone that can help us deliver justice. well, forgive me if that was a little bit preachy, but hey, MLK was a preacher after all, right? So, all right, well, let's head over to the Lincoln. We'll go check that out a little bit, and then, well, I'm gonna get home because, well, it's my night to cook. So let's go check out the Lincoln, and then I'm out. We're here. Okay, so the Lincoln's right there, and I haven't really decided yet if I'm going to go all the way up in there. Well, because there's people up there without masks, and I don't really feel like going up there and dealing with those folks. And because it's cloudy, I actually am starting to feel a few raindrops. So I think I might walk up the stairs a little bit, but not go all the way up, or just walk up to the front part. There's a barrier up there. So I think I'll walk up a little bit closer, and then I'm going to head on out. All right, so we're gonna get a little bit closer here and just take a quick look. Now, one of the nice things about the Lincoln is, well, it's Lincoln. You can actually get down with Lincoln without a whole bunch of issues. Now, there appears to be not as many people up here as I thought, and a few people I'm seeing are wearing masks, so I think I might head up a little bit closer. Now, one of the nice things about Lincoln, the Lincoln Memorial, is it's more than just a memorial. There's also been a lot of stuff that has happened here. There's been, Dr. King spoke on these steps. There's been a number of politicians that have spoken here. We've had the March on Washington. All kinds of things have happened here on the steps here at the Lincoln Memorial. All right, so as we head in, there we go. We can see it right there. Now, I'm not going to go in any further because I'm seeing a number of people without masks, but there we go. That is Lincoln right there doing his thing, and right above him it says, "This is in this temple as the hearts of the people for whom he saved the Union, the memory of Abraham Lincoln is enshrined forever." So yeah, there we have it, the Lincoln Memorial. Now, another nice thing about this memorial is that you can actually see the Washington Monument from here. So just out there in the distance is the Washington Monument. So you can get another perspective from it right here. It's kind of cool. And, this is actually the National Mall, whereas before we were on the tidal basin. So you can see these monuments from a number of different places. However, the Lincoln is sort of tucked back in a corner away from other things. So you kind of have to go to the Lincoln to actually see the Lincoln. All right, everyone, so there you have it. That is it. That is a quick trip to DC. I just want to check out a few things and get out of the house and not review products. And so yeah, it was nice to just be up for a little while, get into a little bit of sunshine, not much, get a little bit of vitamin D in my system. And yeah, so anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this. I'm gonna probably get out and do a little bit more vlogging in the near future, because, well, I don't want to burn out. I like what I do. I want to keep on doing it, and I don't want to burn out and then end up stop doing it for a while like some people do. So I'm gonna get out and spend some more time with myself, just wandering around, seeing stuff, doing stuff, and I'll probably bring my camera and take you guys with me. So yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed seeing this. I'll leave I don't know, maybe I'll leave some links to DC in the video description, so if you guys are ever out here and you want to check anything out, you can. Other than that, I'll leave links to my my social media contacts down below so you can say hello, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to this channel and follow me on Facebook. And I am Larry with Today I Feel Like. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon, and until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.